In the following video, we want to show you a Spanish real estate financed for development by Estateguru, so that we investors can understand the whole story of the investment in a better way. My name is Bernhard Hummel and this is my business partner
Alex from Northern Finance, and I think you can learn quite a lot from this video, so stay tuned.
a little bit and have some video material, and that's
exactly,
perfect.
exactly. So we just park in front of me or somebody really stands and walk.
Okay, super. Okay, perfect, sensational.
You just want to take the pictures over the apartment, because this has also, there is an outside pool, there is inside pool, there is gym.
It's really nice.
Possible? All of it.
Yeah, let me try to take
That's amazing. I have to get an apartment here. That's amazing. I have to get an apartment here, yeah?
For me, because I lived in there for 50 years, for me it's a little bit overpriced.
Okay.
Yeah, the maintenance.
Okay.
Because it's private, all of this, but it has the apartments are not, I mean they're good, everything is good quality, but it's just this that if you just the running costs of like community fees, and these would be a little bit too much for me, but otherwise so this is the community area.
Yeah.
So there is also community office, but the ET pool, which is like it's under there. It's too obviously it's not worth having the photos if it's empty now. So they're doing the maintenance work.
Okay, but usually there is the water inside, hopefully.
Usually there is water. It's nice. The decorative is switched on, everything, and so it's gyms in there. This is all communal. So if somebody is renting it or staying in there, they
It's gym and everything included, so it's really high class, yeah?
yeah. But usually the owners or like the I think because they do the communal work, so they closed it, because it's usually open from morning I think it was from 9 till so, and everybody who's staying there is looking. Yeah, they're setting up. Probably they wanted more equipment. So.
How has been the price development along the past 5 years or 10 years?
5 years. It's been so up and down. At the moment, it's very, very high again. Because when the recession was, then it was in here, like apartment blocks like this, the price, it's not jumping too much. So after
Thank you.
So we go this way again, because it's not changing too much, because it's a good location. It's quite close to everything, close to the sea. So in here, it's all. There's always people, so that even if the price drop is not too high, I mean, of course, if the economy goes bad, it drops a little bit, but not much, because the demand is still high for this.
Yeah.
But like
Because it's also a wonderful area.
and
like it's close to Marbella and everything.
Exactly, because like for example, the developments, they could be the same style, same quality, but which are more inland. Because it's cheaper to develop there, it's cheaper to build
There is
there.
a pool as well, yeah.
Yeah, so these price drops are much worse, but in here it doesn't really change much. Okay, maybe there's a it's hard to say the percentage how much it would be dropping, but not much. But I mean, development Finland, we're talking 70% price drop, 60, 70, so it's absolute crazy. But in here, if it's 5,
It's
maybe,
more stable, yeah.
Yeah, it's much more stable.
Due to its better location.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's again real estate location.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is one of the perfect locations. I love this flower.
Because it's really like it has got everything. It's really good for families, all of this, because like this is not like a Portugal News, which is like a crazy party tourist place. So this is a good quality in there. Portugal News is depends what they want. If you come for a family, you want privacy. You don't want that your neighbors are drinking every day and making noise.
Yeah.
But like this is the privacy in here. In Portugal News, you know, this is always like this holiday rental. This is really bad in this meaning that there's no privacy at all almost.
Okay.
So usually the entrance is from here, but you cannot drive in here. But with the rental, you get the key for this door. So it's authorized to park outside. It's all free parking.
And it looks pretty secure here.
Yeah, it's very secure. So there is also a parking space where we parked our cars on the roundabout. Where we enter to the carriage, there is a one parking also there, but it's if you go shopping, for example, maybe it's easier if you have a lot of bags, because the parking space is literally next to the elevator, so you can, and the elevator comes up next to the door. But most of the people that have been, it's quite complicated to drive down their park, so it's all the parkings are.
But is it a garage or?
Yeah, it's a
garage. So
it's a garage. You drive in, and there is one parking space per apartment.
And do they have plug-in for car charging?
No. But I mean, this is all individual. This is not like a part of this. But it was usually when somebody buys a car or something. So my friend, this guy has bought a hybrid Porsche. So then it's
I bought the Tesla last week, so that's. Now I always ask everybody if there is a plug-in. Yeah.
So the place is here. So the elevator, if you want, we can go down and have a look at the parking space if it's...
Yes, sure.
And the apartment is this one, is the...
Okay, and this, I don't know it's exactly the relation, because we are just investors of Estateguru.
Yeah.
So I'm invested in this real estate, for example. This is small amount, like crowdfunding, But who is now the owner?
Owner is the person that is, my friend is an owner.
The friend is the owner?
Yeah, so
okay, that's why I asked, because I didn't really know who is it.
I am just, because he is in Estonia and he's my friend, so I'm looking after his property. So
perfect. Okay, now I understand more. Because
it's like a doing, this way please, I'm like a doing favor for him. So.
Okay, thank you so much.
So this.
Super.
This is the carriage. So let me think now.
It's quite large.
Yeah.
That's good. That's perfect. For me, garage is always important, yeah?
The parking space is actually this one, but the garden is no parking here because it's just for he's doing the works now. They know that when there is tenants in there, so we inform, so then it's always empty, but at the moment because the apartment is empty.
Yeah, they know they can use it.
So they know that then they can use it. So.
Yeah, sure.
So it's just one long entrance you drive in. There is 4 or 5 different entrances to the parking, so that's why it's not everything connected. So that's even more convenient. So you more or less know who is here, so and who are your neighbors. So.
How many total apartments are in here?
Oh, this one I have really no idea, but it's a very large complex. So we need to make a little bit of calculation because it's a 3-floor building. I think it's more or less it could be even 200 apartments, something like that. I can go up.
No problem.
I'm not 100% right.
No problem, but it's really huge. Yeah.
It's around that, and so it has a good communal, secure communal service, everything. And the apartment itself has also because the good thing is in here you can buy extra parking spaces. Communities is selling you extra. So if you
how much is one? Do you know that?
It's individual. So it depending on if it's a client that is selling or if it's a community. So there is no fixed price, but it's around 10,000.
10,000. Okay.
Around.
Okay,
so it's rough.
Yeah. But just to compare to the parking spaces in Vienna right now. I bought one. So you pay about 50,000 in Vienna, but now it's even more. Now they have the same parking space I bought some years ago. Now it's 25,000.
Okay.
So it's getting up.
Yeah. So and it's the same. There's also usually there is not included the storage rooms, but with this particular place has 2 storage rooms and one parking space. So there is an option. If you don't want one, you can always sell one if you find a buyer, or sell it to community, or if you want, it's
like a marketplace.
Yeah, it's just a matter of what you prefer. So yeah, this is the main door in here. So there's a kitchen on the right. So this is more or less like a standard apartment. So it's just this that the last final touches are done by the owner. So that's why.
And then it's rentable, yeah? You can rent it for holiday, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
If I read it right in my description.
This is for rent, because when the owner is here, he's using it himself, and he's renting it to his friends, to the clients. He's got, I'm not sure even what he's doing, but I think it's Airbnb.
Because I have this message as an investor, I got this description. Yeah, there was this holiday apartment.
Yeah. And it's just a matter of how well can you rent it, how much, because the season, is that there's a summer holidays, which is like probably June to September.
Yeah.
So these are, you get mainly like a families, all of this, because then it's like the whole Europe is on having holiday. And then before that and after that, there is a spring golfing season and autumn golfing season. So there's a good money in there. And then of course there is like Easter, Christmas, New Year. So during that time, the rentability is high. So it's just a matter of who is renting it, or how much clients you can find. So how well can you advertise your property? So that's the thing. But I mean, just like a rough example of the rental income would be this: that if you rent a long term, which is 11 months, like almost a yearly contract, so that case, the numbers might not be correct, because I'm not managing this apartment. Just to give you an idea. An example is that for example, because I think more or less if you rent it for 11 months, you get the apartment. The monthly rent is around 1,100 euros, more or less. Plus all of course, if it's a long-term rental, then the tenant is paying electricity, water, internet, all of this. Of course, the owner's responsibility is the community, is the rubbish tax and the land tax. So this is always the owner. And then if you rent it for a short term, so then the short-term rental price is more or less the same as the long-term month price. So, then 1 week short-term rental would bring you the same amount of money what you would make in a long-term winter rental. So there's 2 sides to look at it. There's always this, that if it's a long-term rental, so then there is more responsibilities on the tenant. So they tend to look after the apartment better. If it's a weekly or 2 week rental, so then there's always usually there's more damages on the apartment. You know, there's people in and out. So this is it's just finding the golden way of this. So and this is pretty much standard. So in this apartment block, it's a Spanish development. So the final touches is by the owner. So the owner has installed air zone, because usually it's only there is no individual controllers in each and every room. There's one general,
Okay.
So you switch it on and then choose the temperature, and this is all the same in the whole rooms. But in this case, the owner has installed the air zone.
Yeah.
So you have there's a central in the living room, and each and every the bedroom and the kitchen that's individual. You can switch it on, you can switch it off, change the temperature, all of this. So in here, this is like a utility. There's a washer and a dryer here. So this is all in use. There's a water boiler, and there's also like an AC outside exterior unit. So in the kitchen, it's all everything. This is the standard installation from the developer. What was here? So before my friend bought it. So it's all more or less. I mean, there's a lot of people already have made it more trendy, or the ones that live. So so they have changed it all for the higher level of
This is on the standard.
Yeah, this is standard. So it's just this that he had put the air zone in, which makes his life easier, more comfortable. So that's what it is. So everything is standard. So that there is, if somebody rings you on the door, you can buzz them in from here. So open the gate.
Oh yeah, super.
And there's already here on the right side just a small flag.
Yes, because this is our national flag, Estonia. So that's it.
Sure.
So this is the main controller there. So that's the way it works. If this is on, so then everything else, each and every room is controlled by the small touch screen, which is you can do. And then it is so just to set up everything. This is all there. So this is the living area. So there's everything is included in the rental. Is the Wi-Fi. So there is international TV channels through the IPTV, plus of course the Spanish local channels. So
should I put off the shoes, or is it okay?
No, it's okay. No worries. So the cleaners will come. So this is the outside. That's the terrace. So each and every window is
that's nice.
Is supplied with the shutters. So during the summer, to keep away the heat. When you lower the shutters, it's nice and shady, and also for the safety security, although it's very safe, the complex itself, but it's just the matter of precautions. There is also like each and every door is with the shutters, and also the windows. So as this a ground floor apartment, so there's the direct entrance to the pool. So it's
that's cool.
It's your own gate in here. You walk here. There is the entrance into there. There is during the season. There is also a safeguard, the Baywatch, so-called. So for 2 months, and rest of the year it's just your own responsibility. But so it's all that. So there's next to each and every pool there are toilets, showers. So you can all that, and the sunbeds are not. You cannot reserve them.
You just take them.
Well, you just take them. So there's a big sign next to the pool. What they says like the rules that you're not authorized to take any glass bottles or glasses there, just the plastics. And the security, and because when we walked in, when we drove in, there is a security box. There is always the 24-hour security. He's there on a box, and if he's not there, then he's doing his circles around there, because there are like electronical dots what he needs to fill in to
check that he has been there,
to mark that he's been there. So it's relatively very, very safe in here, and of course the location, because it's a matter of where the main entrance is. It's a matter of 300 meters. Different streets, walking distance to the beach. So, and the access to the main road is also very easy. So, and there are enough restaurants, supermarkets. As you saw, there's an Aldi, there's a Spanish one. There's everything.
So 300 meters of apartments all the way here to the entrance. Like this is close to the end, right?
Yeah, this is the back end. So where we walked in, this drove in. This is the beach side. Is the so-called the front entrance to this complex. So, and from that, where the main entrance, the drive-in, from there it's 300 meters more or less to the sea. So there are streets going.
You can just walk.
Yeah, it's a walking distance to that. So, walking distance to supermarkets, walking distance to restaurants. There's also some bridges on the main road that you can cross the bridge to another side. So there's also more shops and more restaurants. So the apartments are more or less all the standards. So but this is the beauty of having the planta baja, the ground floor apartment, because you can direct access.
The advantage is definitely they can go directly to the pool.
Exactly that. So
direct access. Maybe the disadvantage is that, especially in the winter time, it's not that light. It's a little bit dark inside as well.
Exactly. That's always.
So there's always advantage and disadvantage.
You get plus and minus. So usually the way in Spain it works, ground floor and the penthouse apartments are more expensive. Middle floors relatively a little bit more cheaper. But I mean, it depends on what you prefer. So somebody, if somebody prefers 100% security, then they take it the penthouse or the middle floor, because then there is nobody passing by from there. So all of that. But it's all individual. What's the preference? So this case in here, the owner, other side of the owner, they had built the fence in there, so there wouldn't be any disturbance, because you can see from here, they left it open. So, but the community is also quite flexible. So it allows you to, as long as you notify what you do. So they usually, if you want to paint it.
Okay, then we will have a problem. It's not
but otherwise, if you notify like this is all authorized. There's no problem here. So
and are there still apartments for sale at the moment?
Yes, there are. So there's quite a few. So if you walk around, there are some owners want to sell direct. So there are signs that say venda in Spanish. Or if you're interested, if you ask the concierge from that, they guide you to the communal office, which is open. I think it's from 9 in the morning till 1 or 2 p.m. So and from there is always apartments to sell, parking places, and storage.
Okay, I see.
Are there many places on sale right now in this area?
Apartments, you mean? Yeah.
It's this that, as the market is very, very high now, so even the people that don't want to sell, they put it on the market. Of course, they put it on the market with a very overpriced money.
So maybe somebody comes.
If they find a stupid person that would spend that money, so then they would sell it. But usually, because everything is for sale, and for the decent money. So, but in other hand, it's because when the recession was ending, then all the banks were full of bank repossessed properties. Now there is none.
Okay.
So because you wanna, before it was option to approach the bank that I'm interested in buying, or I've got a client, so send me a list what you have. None of the banks now, if you ask them, that we have nothing. So that means that everything is out from there. So it's the economy is quite good. So we never know how long it's gonna last, because there is so much construction now. So
so there are always chances of a downturn as well, because then you can buy again.
Yeah, because in here you don't. If you would buy here, you wouldn't lose, because the price is, if you do more or less your homework, and if you got a lawyer that has experience of this, so there is a governmental value of this. So usually governmental value is a little bit lower than the sales prices. But if you have more or less, if you know what it is, so then you know that you're not overpriced, so you're not paying over. So of course, if you take the first offer, what they ask, then you know that you're gonna realize, I overpaid like 30-50% or something. But usually, because this is in here, it's 100% warranty that you wouldn't lose. So if it's something inland more, as I said before, so in there you would, because now the price is high, but like if there will be hitting a recession one time, so then we would lose more.
Maybe another question, maybe you know it, I don't know, but for us as investors, it is interesting, and we are of course happy for that. Why did your friend choose Estateguru for financing?
This one I have really no idea. That's only him, because I haven't, because I don't have like a business relation with him, so it's just very
friendship.
It's a friendship. So because I'm living here and he's living in Estonia.
This would have been the next question. So you stayed the whole year around here?
I've been.
But you are from Estonia,
yeah? But I live here for 20 years. So.
Okay. So you don't want to go back.
I've got my business here, so we have a management company. This is ours. So.
Okay, I see.
So we have a big, because this is We have also apartments, but we are looking after usually bigger properties that need more attention. Because like apartments like this, because you can easily get away when it's closed for 3 months and nothing is happening in there. But with the big properties, where there's because in here it's a communal pool, communal garden, so nothing to do with you. You can leave and it's still running. Sure. So, but with the villas, you need somebody that, you know, if there is, you know, I need to control the garden, I need to control the electricity, domotica, all of this. So that's why this is. But we have also apartments, so that we do rentals, we do sales if the owners want
Super.
to. But we're dealing
But
only.
you do this only because it's your friend?
Yeah, it's my friend. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's for that fact. So yeah, we might go on one day, but it's just this that he started all of this, and that I'm just helping him out
super, yeah.
to do all of this.
Super.
So, but
Thank
I
you.
mean, there are quite a few companies that do this. So because at the moment, because he hasn't really 100% made up his mind what's exactly and how, and so it's just a matter of working things, and then if he decides that, you know, now next season we're gonna start the full year rental, so then I'm gonna be probably working with him, signing paperwork and doing it. But at the moment, it's just this that somebody needs to be the key holder. You know, you never know what is in here, so that's why I'm the person. So and
super.
So then the thing. So maybe we have an also look what's more inside. There's 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. So these are all like the standard measures. So just if you have a look in there, so this is usually they have a bath and a toilet and a bidet.
Yeah.
So it's just this that who designed what way. So and the standard installation there's 1 master, so which is with a double bed, and 1 with a 2 single beds. But in this case, he decided that if there is somebody else, so you can have an additional this.
So for rental it might be better.
Yeah, because it gives you an option. So when the client tells you that, you know, we have 2 kids, or there is somebody staying over, so you can always, and it increases the value, so you can ask more money for that. So and it's the same in here. It's again the same.
Can we take a look at the view?
Yeah, no, the view in here is not that good, but because it's for the safety, the Spanish installation, they always, because the apartment that is, they're using bars in there, so it's the problem, because this opens to the street, so in the view in here, it wouldn't be the thing what you would want to sell, so you would want to sell the view from the terrace, so that's
exactly,
that's a good selling pitch, so.
Sure.
And then in front of you is a master, so it has the bathroom in suite.
Oh yeah.
It's more or less the same. Better. So and there's quite enough of storage space on it. So and this window opens to the terrace and to there. So yeah, there is a little bit of view.
Yeah.
But how much
Very
you wouldn't be viewing it from the bed anyway. So if you are
no, sure.
In here, then most of the orientation of life is that everything is more mainly outdoors. So if you're coming from anywhere north as we are, so you know, if you come to Spain, you don't want to be sitting in the kitchen or in the bedroom.
Same on my side, yes.
Minimum on the terrace or by the pool or like this. So this is what you actually want.
I can understand you very well that you don't go back to Estonia and stay here for a year, especially in winter time, because you know winter in Vienna. It's so I'm from Austria, Vienna, and it's really cold in winter. I really prefer to be here. Yeah,
so. It's the same now. Because in Estonia this morning we had. The weather, it was already, the frost was -1, 0, so all of this, so that's what I'm saying.
So here is sunshine and it's just
so
perfect.
it's still, it will go on still like maybe 2-3 more weeks, then it would get a little bit cooler, but it's the same, depending on the year, one year you get a week of rain, other year you might not get, so it's like, but it's definitely, the moment there is sun out, so
it's perfect, yeah.
It's always
also in winter time, it's much more sun, because in Austria, for example, it's always cloudy, foggy,
exactly.
You know. And here, you come here and it's sunshine again.
Yeah, because
even if it's a bit colder. Yeah?
It is like the reason why I picked this, because first I was like very young and adventurous. When I moved, I think I was 18 and a half, something like this. Just direct after I was established back home. I had my work, I had my place, but then I came here for holiday, and then it took me 3 weeks, and that was everything. So I rented, but in the end I sold my place, and I'm living here now. So
super.
And this year, I mean,
done everything right. Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Because it's all individual, so probably to relocate after a certain age, it's more difficult, but But the younger you are, you're doing all the other people as they do. If they don't want to use this place as an investment, they just use this place as a retirement. So a lot of people come. So if you don't have you don't need to have this big prestige that you need to have like this 10-bedroom villa in Marbella. So why not to have a comfortable place like this somewhere? So you can come, you can live here for a month, 2 months, play golf, do what you want, and then you can go back where you are, and
exactly.
so you can do all of this
Because
this investment it wouldn't take so much out of your pocket if you unless you are very highly paid or so it's really affordable for even the middle class people, so from all over Europe. So
absolutely.
So, and that's the thing. So that you get a lot of different kind of here. So you get the people that you need to shine in Marbella, so you need to have this really shiny car and really big house, and this is one type, and then you got the easy people. So it's just a matter of finding a way. But it's quite good. I mean, especially because it hasn't, the price is so reasonable. So to find 3 million euros, it's not affordable to everybody. But to find this 300 something, this is. If you save it up in your life, you can get a mortgage, whatever. So it's much more doable. So and you still have your place in the sun, because the beach is close, shops are here, restaurants are here. So it's everything here. So it's just a matter of what you prefer. So.
And I think it's very close to Marbella.
Yeah, because it's close to Marbella. It's close to Estateguru, the Spanish town, San Pedro. Gibraltar is not far away. You can also fly out from Gibraltar airport. Then you have the very beautiful town called Soto Grande. This is very, very private because it has a Spanish and an English royal properties in there, so it's all very secure. Then you have Tarifa, which is the surfer's paradise. Everything is very close.
So the nearest airport is?
Nearest actually is Gibraltar. But it hasn't got that many flights because it's part of as a UK, so there's a good connection with UK. But if you're flying in from somewhere else, but it's from Malaga. But Malaga is now very big, it's very international. There is a lot of flights, it's quite good connections to everywhere. So
would you consider this apartment a good deal after everything you've told us?
Yes, of course, because it's all of this that if you want to rent it, it has a high potential. So and it's a good quality. You get the better quality people renting it because it is further away from these big party places from Portuguese. Because in there you can ask more, but the damages are bigger, and the costs are bigger. In here, if you manage to rent it out, let's say 4-5 months a year, all the time, this has covered all the costs, and you got quite a bit of profit in your pocket. So it's all worth it, and there is much less costs, and it's much more comfortable area to have a rental property. So because it's just this that in here you don't get these crazy damages and problems if there is a nice family staying in an apartment, or if there's two couples of golfers in here. So it's much more worth it because in these party areas, if you take photos in the morning at spring, and then somebody comes to rent a property, let's say in November, so it's like a totally different apartment because you've rented it out through the summer and it's all completely messy, everything is broken, nothing is working. So in here you don't have that threat, so that definitely, I'd say that's definitely worth it. So.
Okay, thank you.
So thank you very much. Yeah, really, really interesting for us. Thank you so much to make it possible to film here and show this to the investors. And it's really, really, stunning, of course.
And there are this part, there are many different complexes because this has, I'd say this has it's fitting all the important things because it's private. It has 24-hour security. You have one parking space in the garage. You can park outside if somebody visits you. You have an option to buy more parking spaces.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So all of these,
really easy,
and even in winter, I'd say the communal fees might be higher than little bit 20-30% higher than the places but other places they don't have gym, they don't
Exactly.
have heated pool, they don't have 24 hours, they always lacking something, and look, it's nice and open area, because it's not squeezed together, you have good views from the garden, so that's why, this is what you're paying for, so it's, you don't feel that that you are getting robbed, it's just a paying for a quality, so that's what it is, and this is a good quality in it.
Absolutely.
And they allow you to do what you want, because there are communities that don't allow to rent. This community allows to rent, so, and this is what you want, so if you want, you can use it for yourself. If you want to rent, you can rent, so it's all, it's all available. So.
You can just, because it was so interesting also for the camera, tell again for the camera, so your area you live is more Scandinavian?
Yeah, because it depends on what kind of clientele you would prefer, because like if you, for rental purposes, so because that's why the Nueva Andalusia, where I'm living, so this is it's called like a golf valley, so this is really popular among the Scandinavians, so like really it's between the golf courses, there is 7 golf courses in a 15-minute driving radius, so that's why somebody wants to be there, somebody prefers the sea, so that's why it's all,
exactly.
all what somebody prefers. So
and maybe also from the design, because this is more traditional, I think.
Yes, this is
and,
this is more like the Andalusian way. So, but there are already the new developments. But you get this Miami style from 70s, 80s with the white and glass and metal.
Sounds even better for me.
Yeah, so this is more trendy, all of this. But some people, there's quite a high demand. A lot of people prefer actually this Andalusian style, so that if you come here, you want these rustic tiles. You want to have this 2-3 floor buildings and not higher. So that's all different. So, but yeah,
exactly. I like it very light, minimalistic and much sunshine and glass. So
because this is the look. For example, as you see, it's in here. So yeah, I'd say it's probably 20 years old, this complex. So because more or less, but it's like you see that time when the installations were, so all these windows are all smaller. So it's the same. But I prefer a lot of light.
Like me, okay.
Yeah, but at the same time, the price of this, what we're talking, the price of this one is minimum double than this or even higher.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So and to have it as a rental, so you get certain amount of rentals, but if you have a comparison, you want to rent yours, and you are asking for 3,000 euros a week.
Yeah.
And then
exactly.
there is an option of this, which is like a 5-minute drive away, and this is it's like. I'm not sure how much it's in here. I think it's around 1,000 or maybe around that for a week. So that's why I'm saying so. Lot of people prefer. In the end, they come this way because they're not gonna be living here. They come for a week. So and if you save like 2,500, you can spend it on a restaurant, on the food, on the shopping, playing with the kids so much. So that's a different story. So but it's just finding the golden way. What you wanna do and because like there's a few clients what they do, for example, we're sharing the calendar, so they are renting places out themselves among their own friends, whether they are German, whether they are Norwegian, Swedish, because mainly my clientele is Scandinavian, so there's a majority are Norwegian and Swedish, and then there is like 20% is the rest. There's Belgium, Dutch, Russian, English, Scottish, like all of this. So, but
no Germans, you see.
But Finns is pretty cool. Puhutko myös suomea?
Puhun ymmärrän.
Okay, kiva.
How do you? Because I've been here for 20 years now, so I've lost it. I understand, but I answer my first I answer in Spanish, in Russian, in English, in all of this.
You try out everything.
But I mean, it's just a matter of if I would be in Finland for 2 weeks, it would come back again. But it's just I haven't used it for so long. So and now the other languages are like the dominant.
So most of the time English, I think. In this area.
Because it's the way it is. Because the communication with the clients in English, communication with the working staff and all of this, this is all in Spanish.
Okay.
Even because like we got our workers, but they're very international. There's very few Spanish because they're quite lazy and they are not willing to. The problem is they're not willing to work because like
we had this already.
It sounds bad, but it's like a little bit lacking of they're lacking a willpower to do this because they are happy where they are. Because if I give an option, please, can you work on Saturday? Because we have this issue, so that of course it's not that we wouldn't pay this. We always pay that. So, but no. You know, I have a family coming, or my friends are here, so we have this party to attend. So I ask once, I ask twice, I had third time, and by the fourth time I don't ask anymore. So that's why we need. But ours, everybody else, like we have Eastern Europeans, we have English, German, Dutch. We have a lot of different nations that work for us. And, but the working language is in here actually to deal with the suppliers, with the shops, all of this. The working language is in Spanish.
Okay, and are there always that many flies around here?
I have no idea. But I think it's the end of the season, so because it's still quite warm for the moment, and I don't know why it's, but no, it's not that. So not all the time. So, but you know, it depends, and you get sometimes. You get the mosquitoes because of that. There's a pool, or they are in summer. They are more. There's more like they're using the watering system for the grass because now it's almost switched off, or maybe there's once a year, but when it's like 35 degrees outside, so then they're using 3 times a day. So and then there's more humidity in the garden, and then for example if you sit in the house in the night time when you leave the lights on and leave the drapes open, so then the flies mosquitoes are in. But like it's all like a seasonal, so then always like some things are better in one season time, and other things come up which are better or worse in the following seasons. Alright.
Okay.
So I cannot do anything about the flies, but
no.
But the rest of it is
everything good. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And the good thing is it's quite well maintained, because you can see like it's everything, the grass.
Yeah, everything is perfect.
There are other complexes where the communal fees might be a little bit lower, but it's if you don't feel good if it's really dirty or badly maintained. But in here it's good. So there's always action. You can see that there are works going on. So gardeners, security, all of that. So sometimes they even a little bit overprotective, but it's better overprotective.
Yeah, definitely.
Than when there is no security at all. So this is the entrance to the garage. So
this is the garage entry.
Each and every they get the remote. So you can usually, I think it's 2 per property, but you can also buy more. So if you have more people using it, so you drive in there. So it's numbered parking spaces.
Super.
There's also the private entrances, the walking entrances to there also, so that you can get it from there.
You
can walk in. So that's
perfect.
this is all standard.